Howdy, partner, and welcome to a Paradise Lost podcasting channel. This here's your marshal, Cody. My pronouns are he, they. Joining me as we put the weird into Weird West is...
Hi, I'm Christina. Pronouns are she, they is fine as well. I am playing Emerson Drez. She runs the local theater, and as you will come to learn, she has kind of a paranoia or phobia of birds.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and in this game, I'll be playing John Liberty, the high-kicking sheriff of Caliente.
Hi, my name is Britt. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Cassidy Burke, but her friends can call her Sid. Cassidy's a widow who owns a bar, and she always carries a Zippo but doesn't smoke.
Hey guys, my name is Tyler. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Jackie Dawson, kindly and gentlemanly barber of Caliente.
Hey, this is Michaela, she, her, playing Doc Cavell, and she is the town doc who does the best she can in these violent times to walk the line of not adding to the cycle of death, which can be difficult sometimes.
Hi, I'm Alex. I go by he, him. I'm playing Samuel Mammon as the town preacher, a man of spirit and soul and family.
And without further ado, we present to you Deadlands, a fistful of ghost rock. Okay, so when last we left off, you all were leaving Black River Camp. As far as you know, it takes you about 2 days ride to get down to where Bayou Vermillion set up. There is a pit stop nearby, a familiar town where that's kind of in the direction that Bayou Vermillion is going to be building their railroad. Town that's a little closer to the edge of the Utah territory border. You all roll up on the somewhat familiar town of Sweetwater. Something looks a little out of place this time, though, as you roll up and there's almost like a green glow overcasting the town.
Some bitch.
Like, you know how things are, like, you kind of see a town's... I don't want to call it a halo.
Like an aura?
Yeah, like a green aura over the town. As,
would be like smoke or mist or something, or just kind of like general light.
Like somebody in film school got real creative and put the green lens filter on.
Is it like glowy green? Like, were you talking like radioactive Fallout ghouls? Or is it just like a dull green?
Yeah, close to radioactive Fallout ghouls.
Oh, great.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know how you gotta have the yellow lens anytime you're in Mexico? It's the green lens for...
Oh, we're in the Matrix.
Wow, then.
This explains why we're so overpowered.
Yeah, that's actually exactly the color I'm looking for, is the green filter that's on like every shot of the Matrix.
Oh, would you guys look at that? Is that an Aurora Borealis entirely localized in this small podunk town? This time of year?
John, have you seen an Aurora? Have you seen Aurora Borealis?
On Aurora Borealis?
Yeah.
Well, you just don't see that every day.
Yeah, that's not too good.
All right. Let me see here. I think I want to roll a check of some sort.
Yeah. Anybody want to roll checks?
I would also like to roll a check. I think I'm just going to roll a blanket knowledge check.
I think I am going to roll an occult check.
Actually, Cody, can I roll a notice check?
Yeah. Just for a general, what do you notice around the area? Notice.
Sure.
I can't think of a knowledge that might be pertinent, so I'm going to just roll occult, even though I know Alex is also rolling it. But my knowledge and occult die are the same, anyways.
Wow, that's very bad.
Real good at noticing shit there, Jackie.
Oh man.
Oh my god, it's green.
Man, it sure is green out here, huh, fellas?
Actually, instead of green, you think it's vermilion instead of veridian. That's how good you are at noticing things.
Bitch.
He's colorblind.
We're just discovering new things about characters every day. Oh yeah, you just got that right, Jackie. This is quite the sight. Honestly, I'd sit on this here hill and eat a hoagie looking at this.
From that, Doc, you do remember this kind of haze. You remember it from the Rail Wars. You remember seeing it used to turn
a town into zombies.
Yeah. Well, she didn't see it get used on towns, just on other soldiers. Or I guess other rail workers.
Do I also remember this information?
Oh yeah, 7 is a success. From occult, you've seen this,
or perhaps in a connection to my my group.
Yeah, you've definitely in your line of work have heard tale of how Bayou Vermillion gets their their workforce. And this kind of matches up with some of the reports you've read from the past.
All right. So Samuel just goes, see, this is why I didn't want to work with Bayou Vermillion from the start. Doesn't really explain anything. He just kind of.
So you saying that this here Aurora Green whatevers is Bayou Vermillion?
No. It's Bayou Veridian, sir.
Excuse me. I don't know color.
That would be my guess.
Oh, Christina, what was your role again?
I couldn't think of any applicable knowledge to use for it, so I rolled occult, but they are the same dice anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you get the like you've heard enough stories to hear that Samuel might not be far off in his hypothesis. You've heard about something like this happening before.
So then are we just going in there to like what's the green light do?
If I were to put money down, I would guess that if we go in there or anyone goes in there, I would expect to find the townspeople. I guess the nice way of putting it would be that they work for Bayou Vermillion now. And I assume you remember what sort of workers they have.
Oh. Then shouldn't we be going down there to get all them Johns out of there before that they turn into free labor for Bayou Vermillion?
Well, let's take a step back here and look at this objectively. So, I think, are we all in accord that we're not going to work with Bayou Vermillion now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that would be my vote. I don't think in good conscience I could ever go down that path.
I mean, if they did this to an innocent town, what's to stop them from doing it to ours?
I need a yes or a no.
I am a solid no, but I'm still willing to go talk over there.
Do we knows that they did this?
Nope.
We don't, but
we need some proof if we're going to do anything, but we still also have to do a show of good faith and at least go talk to them, even if we don't really like them.
Because here's the down and dirty of it. If everyone is pretty much rested on the fact that they don't want to work with them, don't go walking into a zombie pit. Let's just fucking leave. But if we do this, know that it could be unpleasant.
We may have to deal with this in one way or another.
Alright. That'll be all I want to do.
It might be good to go in there and maybe get a feel of what we might have to deal with later on.
Alrighty.
Okay. With that occult check, would I have a sense of if the cloud is still there, is that going to turn us into zombies?
Britt, make me a weird science check.
Can do.
Right now it's like a 50-50 chance as to whether it will or not. Sid, having worked with similar reagents and knowing how chemicals interact with one thing or another, gets a pretty solid feeling that they can put together a chemical wash for y'all to put on your bandanas to cover your faces to keep you safe.
Nice.
So if we're gonna be doing this, y'all got bandanas to put over your mouths?
Well, I do always carry an extra neckerchief. Hate to get it all dirty with weird zombie goo, but I guess.
Better that than your face.
True enough. True enough, Samuel.
Cody, so with that roll, were you saying that I know the chemical, like how to make the chemical wash, or I know there is a chemical wash?
You know how to make it.
Okay. Do I need to go gather stuff to make it, or do I have the stuff on hand?
You have the stuff on hand. Pinch of ghost powder dust. Pretty much everything is a pinch of ghost powder dust and then telling it what you want it to do. But yeah, you've got the stuff in your satchel. Purifying herbs, ghost powder dust, all that good stuff. Make me I guess it would be another weird science roll. It'll do it.
That's like one success per person.
Yeah. So with that, everybody gets geared up and geared up. Everybody gets their PPE on.
The PZE, personal zombie equipment.
Ha! And first stop on the way into town, as two of you will remember, is Rufus's general store. Sitting on the front porch is looks to be an old man with a pudgy belly and a short white beard, just hanging out on the porch, slack-jawed, rocking back and forth, and dead eyes trained on the group of you. It's hard to tell from this distance whether he's alive, dead, or neither. But you hear rummaging inside in the general store. You hear like pots and cans clamoring around.
Well, I guess I'll just walk up there and knock on the door, see who's home, huh?
Guess so.
And I'll walk up the stairs to the store calmly, see if the rocking chair fella responds.
As you get up the stairs, you hear the creak as the chair slowly rocks forward, and the corpse falls on the porch next to you.
Does the corpse move, or is it staying there?
It's staying there for now.
Well, someone might need to help that fella up. I'm gonna knock on the door to the country store, or to the general store.
As you knock, a familiar robotic voice responds, "Welcome to Rufus's general store. How may I assist you with finding lead?" And then make me an agility roll as the hail of bullets starts flying through the front door.
Motherfucker. I have a question before that. I have danger sense. And normally that gives me the chance to make a notice roll prior to a surprise attack or danger at a -2 to the notice.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that one.
I do. Can I make that notice roll real quick to get some advantage on the dodge?
Rather than doing that, I'll just give you an advantage on the dodge. I'll give you a boon on it.
So that's just I can roll twice, take the hot best? Or...
Add a d6 to it.
Oh, okay.
What's your question, Christina?
So for the inspire ability, it's an action, and so basically it looks like I roll my battle skill support type of trait roll, but it talks about it. So it specifically says to support one type of trait roll, but then it mentions spirit rolls in here also.
Oh, well, that's already a success. It's just the base, so 8 total. I think that is a 1-up success. Because a 4 is a normal success, right?
Yeah, that's a 1-up.
Okay.
Yeah, so once per turn, you pretty much make your roll your battle skill to support one type of trait roll. So you would roll battle.
I guess the thing that's weird about it is it says a trait roll, but it's attributes and skills. They're not traits, or did they just all kind of fall under a blanket?
I think attributes and skills both fall under the blanket traits.
Okay, I just figured since we have bullets flying.
So I'm gonna assume that I like hear the gun wind up or something.
Yeah, you hear the whir, and
I'm just gonna yeet myself right off of that patio, just like John Woo, throw myself off the side.
John Woo.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
I would like to cast deflection. So I guess I forgot you had to roll spellcast and cast dice. Let me try and do that.
Yeah, so you'd roll your D12.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
So you've got a -4 to be
Wow.
hit with ranged attacks.
I like it.
As the gunshots whir and spit and spew, you kind of hear a groaning off in the distance. And the robot from inside steps out onto the front porch and kind of addresses you all. Hello, partners. But yeah, the robot steps out and, well, automaton. There's a difference. Steps out onto the front porch and scans all of you.
John is just kind of standing there after the bullets came through and just hands in his pockets, just staring daggers at this robot, at a moment's notice, ready to jump up and kick the shit out of it.
And after I hopped off of the porch, I'm not gonna be in sight. I'm hiding on the side of the building away from this thing.
Heard.
You know that, friend. You's got some funny way of greeting folk around here. Normally, if you's gonna just start shooting, I'm gonna start kicking. So, start talking.
After scanning everybody, it kind of turns to Emerson. Howdy, partner. Welcome back to the general store. Apologies for earlier defensive measures. This town ain't what it once was.
Oh, that's all right. I understand trying to protect your own things. I am very persistent about protecting my theater back in my town as well. So you say it's not what it was. I remember it does look a little different. And she looks down at the body and just kind of inches slowly farther away from it. What all happened here?
Have you brought the strong one to offload your order of potatoes. They are almost ready in the back.
Well, I'm mighty happy to hear that it's almost done. I have brought these folks here to help me. We actually came to take a look around the town as well, since we noticed it does look different. But do you mind chatting with us a little bit before we get our load of potatoes?
Yes, I will give you the lay of the land, the town gossip, as Roofus is decommissioned. My backup protocols have been enabled.
Hey, Cody.
What's up, bud?
Rufus is a dog. He's not Rufus.
Yeah, the
Rufus
robot.
might be decommissioned.
Yeah,
No,
well,
because
we
Rufus is
took
still in
Rufus.
town.
Yeah, we took Rufus. Rufus
Oh.
is the dog. The store is named after the dog. The store owner is called Prospector, and the name of the bot
Alright.
is 003 US.
I forgot the prospector just named the store after the dumbass dog. That's
Yeah,
right.
we took the bird dog, but it was actually a Harrier breed. So
Maybe he meant the store's decommission.
The whole ass store is out of business. Yes, I will give you the lay of the land, as the prospector has been decommissioned. I am just awaiting his arrival from the deep sleep protocols, like the rest of the town.
is the rest of the town in a very deep sleep as well?
They have been waking up and rambling around.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound very good.
It is okay. They all had a nice, neat shave before passing on.
Yeah, my friend Jackie did pretty good with that, I will say.
So, Kicker Man,
Yeah, what do you want?
will you follow your programming and assist in moving this potato order?
Emerson just kind of looks at him and just gives a very slight nod.
Yeah, no problem. I'll get right to that. By the way, Bud, did you see any weirdos come through here lately? Like that made the air do what it's doing?
I have been in the cellar preparing orders. I did not see any weirdos.
All right,
You
fair then.
describe weirdos.
I would like to describe the one person from Bayou Vermillion that I remember what they look like because I hurricane rounded them in the first session.
Yes. Is it Lafayette or LaCroix?
I'm pretty sure it's Lafayette.
Monsieur Lafayette.
Yes. Monsieur Lafayette. He ordered a lot of glow fluid in preparation for the railroad coming through town. Monsieur Lafayette will be here to pick up his order any day now.
Oh, yeah, he's coming around here?
He was supposed to be here 3 days ago.
Now, so he was supposed to be here 3 days ago to pick this up. How long ago did he come by?
Maybe approximately 1 week before the happening.
And when did the happening happen? Did I miss that?
I believe we're experiencing the happening, or what's left of it.
The robot makes like a cash register ching sound as a lollipop shoots out of one of its forearms and lands in Samuel's pocket.
Nice.
Hey, make sure you keep those, Samuel. They're very valuable, you know.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're very valuable. He just kind of like stares at Samuel.
I'll take good care of it.
Hey, Cody.
What's up?
While they're talking to the automaton up front, since I snuck around the back, can I sneak in the back of the building? See what's in there?
Yeah. Just make a stealth roll and don't botch it. Like, I'm not gonna make it, they're keeping the robot thoroughly distracted, so as long as you don't, like, knock anything over on your way in, you're good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Britt, what is Sid doing during all of this?
Sid is making sure she is out of the way of potential more bullets and constantly checking the bandana or handkerchief around her face to make sure it's still thoroughly saturated.
Dope. So just being prepared. Jackie, once you get inside, you notice inside the store is kind of barricaded up. Like the one window you chose to come through has like boards and a hammer and nails like sitting right next to it. But the rest of them have been thoroughly barricaded aside from the front door.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can look around and see orders that are prepared, specifically for the potato order and also Monsieur Lafayette's order.
You know, bulk orders from last time, you know, the bulk order stuff gets taken care of down in the cellar. Once making your way down there, you do see quite a large order of potatoes.
Okay, so it was literally potatoes. I didn't know if he was gonna go crazy during wartime and make like a bunch of mines.
I mean, not yet.
Okay.
And you see a bunch of empty canisters, but you don't see anything filled for Monsieur's Lafayette's order.
Do they look the same when they're empty versus if they're filled?
No, they have like glass. Yeah, like they've got a glass fill meter that you can see on the side is empty. Whether you know what's supposed to go in there or not is a different question, but you can see that the canisters are empty.
Okay. Is there anything else worth noting in there while I'm rooting around?
You do see like there's like a IRA's worth of small arms and Gatling guns sitting in the corner.
Oh,
I like that an IRA is a unit of measurement.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'll just like do a quick glaze over and see if there's anything that's worth noting. Other than that, I have a pistol.
Yeah. Little things. There are some hand Gatlings, a contraption that you don't quite know what the fuck it is. Something that looks like it's made to start up ghost rock furnaces. Various weapons that seem out of place in a general store.
Okay, well, I would like to roll a smarts roll on that weird gadget, but if I don't get that, I'm just gonna get an assortment of zombie killing, like a zombie killer, Babby's first zombie killing kit for the gang if we have to fight our way out of here.
That is exactly what this is.
Great. I'm gonna like get a tarp if there's like a tarp around and like roll up a whole kit for zombie killing and take it out with me, and I'll come back out front.
All right. While you're doing that, I want to swing back to around front.
Sure. Oh, one thing real quick, if I may.
Yeah.
Can I also put a layer of potatoes in that bag?
Yeah, to cover up the gun theft.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right. Swing around, back around front. I forgot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to split the focus like that.
No worries. I forgot where we were.
I mean, if you want, I can pick up with a really weird story because that's what I was kind of planning to do. Like, hand right back in the middle of Emerson telling just a ridiculous story.
Oh yeah, it was about the potatoes. That's where we were.
We pan back around to Emerson going, but anyways.
Oh yeah, but anyways, like I was saying, I'm not sure what was happening, but I know he died and then he came back and this weird person drew a picture of him while we were trying to resuscitate him, and then showed it to him. So it was really weird for him to look at a picture of him as he was dying. But anyways, you were saying?
Yes, if you would all accompany me, I have enacted Protocol Twilight. You all have been...
Wait, do I recognize this robot? More than having just, I don't know, seen him passing through town or something?
Did you go with them to the store?
No, it was just Jackie and me.
You don't recognize him quite like recognize him, but that protocol did ping what it was meant to ping. Like,
Do I know for a fact what that is?
Actually, you know what? You would recognize the corpse on the porch.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
You would recognize the prospector.
All right.
He goes around would have gotten around the Weird West and probably would have been the one that maybe not like a mentor figure, but the guy who gave you the pamphlet to show up where you needed to be.
Right. Okay. Samuel's he seems pretty distracted during all this. Like kind of just lost in his own thoughts, I guess.
The lollipop confused you. It's okay.
It does that,
Lollipops are incredibly valuable.
I understand why.
So what's the Twilight Protocol?
Twilight Protocol is a system of actions that must be taken to ensure lands do not become Deadlands. Prospector has been decommissioned, therefore Twilight Protocol has been activated. You all will accompany me to the armory. And he turns around just in time to see Jackie with a sack of potatoes.
How you do?
You have begun offloading the potato shipment. Good. Follow me. We have an armory to arm.
Oh, this armory? I'm gonna roll out the tarp with the potatoes in it.
Good. I see you two understand the Twilight Protocol.
Oh, I just like to be proactive, Trying to do all I can to help the town.
So, you've got the couple weapons rolled out in front of you, and 003 US looks at them for a moment, scans them over. There are some missing.
Well,
retrieve the rest.
All right.
John's just gonna walk over to Jackie and like clap a hand on his shoulder and be like, "Yo, Jackie, that was some smart thinking, getting ahead of what that there automaton's programming said to do."
Jackie's gonna lean into John and be like, "I didn't know if I had to blow his brains out. I was just trying to be prepared." But yeah, I try to be proactive, Jack. Stay on top of. Jackie tries to stay on top of things.
Yeah. So how are those potatoes looking? Are they I'm gonna look at the potatoes and be like, Cody, are the potatoes like actually like good eaten potatoes, or are they like the worst, hardest potatoes ever?
They don't seem to be cooked, so they're probably not eaten potatoes.
I mean, it depends on how Irish you are.
Also, do you really want to eat any food that's been inside of this mist stuff? Like, I know it was kind of like in the basement, sort of, but...
Oh, no, absolutely not. What I'm implying here is that John is going to use them to kick and, like, as projectiles.
Fun fact, they're zombie potatoes. When you go to grab one, the eyes open up and bite you.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Oh, potato zombie.
The potatoes have betrayed me. Yeah, I'm gonna potato cannon them, except instead of a cannon, you just use my super strong fucking legs.
The automaton comes back up the stairs with weapons that you didn't notice were there. He's got 2 shoulder-mounted rocket launchers. The gadget, a gadget similar to the one that you couldn't recognize from before. What looks to be pieces of sheet metal with like a mail slot cut in them.
Is it just a riot shield?
It is just a riot shield.
Perfect.
And he kind of puts them all on the ground and goes, there we are. Armory has been acquired.
Samuel picks up one of the mail slot metal thingies.
Samuel has a riot shield.
I mean, riot shield.
Like a handful.
I mean, I feel like that a single riot shield is at least a handful.
Well, the reason I ask is because I don't think most of us need 2 hands to shoot our guns if we're going to shoot. And also, Doc Val is not a combatant, but also we're fighting undead, so...
Also, I will note that I don't know how to shoot a gun, technically.
Neither do I, actually.
I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad at guns also.
Alright, that's fine.
Somehow we made a Western group and all of us went, nah, guns are not my thing.
Guns are stupid in this Wild West.
I mean, I have shooting 4. I can shoot. I possess the ability to shoot a gun. I'm just better at not shooting guns.
Alright, well, I can kind of...
That's why I grabbed the shield.
Kind of shoot a gun. Maybe there's a shotgun in that bag of fun that I can use. I can use a shotgun. It's just like in that one Western. Can't hit anything but the side of a barn. Have a shotgun.
You know, Winchester lever action.
I want a Ghost Rock powered flamethrower.
There is one of those in there.
Oh, damn. That one seems like something you could use, like, untrained. You could hit a broadside of barn with that.
Yeah, no, breath weapons are fucking dumb.
And your allies and everyone else.
Yeah, technically, Brit is one edge away from just being able to hand those out like they're candy.
That's ridiculous and amazing.
All right, so as you all are going through the guns and veritable armaments, you notice the sound of the groans getting closer.
Are there any weapons that would be usable by someone without a D4 in gun shooting? A melee weapon? Are there melee weapons? Probably requires fighting, which I also don't have, so maybe not.
Do you want a melee weapon?
I got a knife you can borrow.
Like, as we start talking about weapons, like, you see Emerson pull like 2 different guns out, a stick of dynamite, you see her with her brass knuckles, and like pull just out, seemingly out of nowhere, just pulls out this big Bowie knife. Did you need something? Like, did you want to borrow it? And she just holds the Bowie knife out to you.
Samuel kind of like, he doesn't know what to do with it, to be honest.
Like, I'm strapped, darling. I may not like to fight, but if I have to fight, I'm gonna fight.
Christina, darling, I keep that thing on me, you know.
I mean, she ain't the only one.
Is any of this stuff something that Samuel would actually be able to, like, can he pull a trigger even if he's terrible? I don't know how the system works.
Anything, even if you're terrible.
I have a whip if you want to use that.
I also have a whip.
Those require far more skill.
This is America, dude. Shooting a gun poorly is your American right.
Well, so the funny
I'm
thing
asking
is,
system-wise.
There are some guns specifically that you don't have to have, like, any D whatever's in. But it'd be up to Cody if they're here. Most of them are, like, the revolvers.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking. Is there a weapon here that, like, I can use untrained?
So you're looking through this You're looking through this pile, and you come across what looks like the cheapest, rinky-dinkiest plastic magician's wand.
Okay.
As Samuel picks it up to inspect it, the corpse on the front porch, you notice, moves and tries to crawl through the front door. And just out of base instinct, Samuel whips the wand at it, and a bolt of light energy like whips out and just goes straight through the zombie's skull.
He just stands there a little shocked, and I assume he knew this guy's name. I don't need you to come up with one, but
the guy just went by the name The Prospector.
Okay. He just he kind of mumbles, sorry, Prospector.
Damn, Father. No prayers, no goodbyes, nothing. Well,
I think I found my gun.
What this is you do not, for this encounter, you don't require power points to cast your bolt.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
I should let you know that I think my bolt not as a light thing, though.
Now, question is, do I want to use the Derringer, or am I using the shotgun? Because I feel like the shotgun's going to pack more bang for the punch, but I'm just not going to get that distance.
I think you might have a chance to use it all.
I mean, that would be an interesting day now, wouldn't it?
Cody, are any of these weapons concealable?
They are... Do you have a thing that your weapons have to be concealed for?
Nope.
You just want concealable weapons.
I don't want to be in a situation where I have to fight something that isn't a brain-dead zombie and not have the tools available. Being prepared and all that, you know.
Yeah, none of them are like concealable weapons, but they are mostly as concealable as a weapon gets. Like, I think the only pistol that's technically concealable is like Derringers, as far as mechanics wise go. But
okay.
But yeah, with that, everybody gets a, like, you've got the toy pile in your last stand fortress. The robot goes about shoring up the rest of the doors and windows and points you all to a ladder to get to the roof. From that vantage point, you can see the town of zombies slowly closing in on you.
All right, this is where that I'm about to start regretting playing a melee character.
Well, there had to be a time eventually.
Well, if it makes you feel better, if it comes to anything that we have to fight in melee, the rest of us probably aren't going to be very good.
Wait, thrown weapons use agility, don't they?
They do.
I'm going to get all the dynamite I can muster.
Hey, Brendan, we'll just use our whips to grab the zombies and bring them up. We'll go fishing for zombies with our whips so that way you can fight them close range.
I guess I'm going to just use my whip.
You can guard the stairs. Someone has to.
I guess I can... Yeah, I was going to say, or I could just run at them and just start kicking.
Yeah, there's no rule saying you can't just start kicking.
If I use my burst ability, there's a chance I could catch the whole building on fire.
I'm feeling like I used deflection on the wrong person now. I probably should have put it on Brendan for friendly fire.
Now, John, besides kicking, can you also punch?
Yeah, of course I can punch, but and John just like takes out both of his brass knuckles.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you didn't have that shit, I was gonna give it to you.
Yeah, no, so I already got that. I got a whip. At some point I'm gonna learn how to shoot a gun, but
I mean, I'm not very good at it, but I can teach you.
I mean, at some point I would probably appreciate that. But no, I was just gonna stay down here and, like, you know, just start kicking them.
Well, if you're gonna stay down here, and I am gonna use probably my shotgun to start with, I can always try and fire over you and get a good spray.
I got a pretty good throwing arm myself, so I guess I'll take some of that there Dino Mite. Start chucking it.
Well, if you're going to be on the I assume you're going to be on the roof doing that, right? Like you're not going to be.
I mean, yeah,
down here in
that's
the
a plan.
store.
We pan out, wide angle, 360 revolve around the group of y'all on the roof as zombies slowly rank and file down this old western street to surround the rooftop. The camera, after doing its 360 flyby, snap zooms onto Doc Val. What are you gonna do?
I know not Doc Val, but nobody did answer my question about the cards.
Oh, yeah. That's all on you. Personally, giving Sam the 5 would still have him playing below the zombies anyway, so it doesn't change up too much. Whereas giving the zombies 5 drops them to initiative places. This round. Oh, yeah.
Because clubs comes before hearts, doesn't it?
Clubs come last. So giving them the
Is that
5 will
clubs or
drop them
spades?
down. Do it.
I said, is that clubs or spades? I always get them confused.
It's weird in this one. I know clubs are the bad card. Clubs are the card you don't want in this one.
Clubs are the ones with the 3 little bubbles.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
They look like clovers.
I'll say clubs and clovers, they both start with the CL. That's how I remember them. And then as far as like what's better than others, it sounds like it goes by typical card rules, where it goes spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
Also, spades look like little shovels if you look at them the right way.
All right.
Well, since I didn't really get any input, I'm just gonna make a decision, I guess. So I'm just gonna give them the 5 clubs.
All right. Zombies now go just before Samuel does.
Yeah.
Back to the top. What is Doc Val doing?
Can we actually see the zombies yet?
Yes.
And are they all around us, or are they coming from a specific direction?
They are coming from farther in town, but they're attempting to surround the building, so it's kind of like a wave up against a square. Like they're coming from farther up the town road, but as they get to your area, they're starting to surround the building.
I guess I will cast. So John is still downstairs there, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be staying downstairs because like I'm not it would take zombies I literally can't do anything if I just stay on the roof with y'all. I would literally just be sitting here going pass until either combat's done or things go very poorly.
Okay, so I guess for my initial move before I see how things play out, Val is going to cast Barrier with a shape modification and increase with damage on the barrier around the building to keep them from getting inside.
All right. How many power points does that cost you?
So 2, 4, 5. It cost me 5 to do barrier plus shape plus damage.
Dope. All right. So you want to describe what that looks like?
Val's going to make some gestures, and you'll see a barrier springing forth from the ground around the building, and you can hear zapping come off of it, like there's electricity pulsing through the barrier, which would damage anything that runs into it.
Does that include projectiles?
The barrier does block projectiles.
But since we're up top, it shouldn't be tall enough to prevent us from throwing over it.
So it's like a 5-foot, 10-foot wall type thing?
6 feet tall, so enough to keep the zombies out from the bottom layer, but and that's really all it's doing. It's just a protection layer to keep them from sneaking up on us.
All right.
Gotcha.
Roll to cast your spell.
Is that gonna be spirit or smart?
It's your...
Spirit.
Yeah, I know we've talked about it before. I just couldn't remember. All right. So you got it. Anything else you want to do with your turn, or is there anything?
You cut out, but no, there's nothing else I want to do.
Okay. The next up is Joan.
All right, so they're not close enough for me to start attacking, and now there's a barrier in my way that I am not going to try and hop over in any way.
Theoretically, the barrier should be behind you. It should be very close, snug against the building. Since we had discussed the plan beforehand, I kind of knew which plan was. It should be behind you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cody, are they going to get to me within this turn, or do I have time to stretch and get some deflection on?
You have time to limber up.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to do that. John is basically going to, do his stretches, specifically on his legs and everything, and just cast deflection on himself.
Let
me see. So that's going to be focus, right?
I believe so.
Where is that? That is a D6 for me. So 1 whole success and cost me 2 power points. So I am now at a -2 penalty to be hit for the next 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And that is going to be my turn. Holy shit, I just saw what my parry is. These guys are not touching me.
No. Jackie.
Well, are they within range of chucking a stick of dynamite, or are they still a little far?
No, they are totally within chucking a stick of dynamite range.
All right. I will find the biggest clump of zombies I can find and be like, fire in the hole and all that, and throw the dynamite at it after lighting it. Now, if I recall correctly, throwing something uses athletics?
It do.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Benny.
Yeah, I think I'm going to Benny that.
Nah, just roll with it.
Okay.
Please
I
don't.
don't see how that could go wrong.
No, he said it. He said it, guys. It's his fault now.
And John's the only one who survived.
Does deflection work against dynamite?
No, it's fine. It'll just slip out of my hand, and then John will just roundhouse kick it and send it for the fucking fences into the zombies.
I'm on the ground floor. I'm not up on top.
I'm on. Yeah, but I'm gonna drop it off of the building.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to take your Benny or not?
Yeah, go ahead and take the Benny.
All right.
That's better.
Yeah,
Much
that's
better.
Slightly.
What's the damage on
Dynamite?
Dynamite?
Should be 2d6.
It is, in fact, 2d6.
How many sticks are you throwing at a time, Taylor?
I can throw more than one.
Apparently, you can. You can strap several together.
I threw out 3.
How many do I have total?
Let's go with 10.
I'll strap 2 together. I'll strap 2 together and then throw 2.
All right.
Holy shit, bud.
Hey.
That's a lot of damage.
Maximum damage.
So what just to peek around the curtain, they have, I'm rolling this like a mob, and pretty much y'all have to do a certain amount of damage before they do a certain amount of damage to the building.
Cool.
So shaken just counts as a wound on their wound track that I'm keeping track of.
So that's 3 wounds to them then, technically?
Yeah, pretty much every success is going to be a wound. There's not going to be a shaken to take care of.
Because they're zombies. They don't get shaken.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not tell your friends, or hit the like button. If you loved it, or have ways we can improve, leave a comment on the episode, or a review to help us get out to more ears. I'm always looking for feedback to improve the show. Speaking of feedback, you could also send that to apairofdicelost on Twitter, or apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme music for this game is Born Barnstormers by Brian Boyko, used under a Creative Commons license. And finally, for making it this far, why don't you go ahead and refill all your bennies for the week?
Does it have a name?
Is it the town that we went to get that dog?
It is, but I don't remember if we gave that town a name.
You did. I forget what it was. Was it like Sweetwater or something?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Vaguely. It's not quite right, but it's close.
What was that, session 2?
Roofus' General Store. Budgie guy. Chill outside. No, I don't think it went. I don't think it gave a name for it. Sweetwater sounds good enough, though.
Doesn't it?
So yeah, on your way.
Nah, I can't rightly say that I had. I assume. Fuck, I'm going. Damn it! I can't stop it.
You're so yeehaw right now. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna let you keep running down that old rail track, brother.
Nah, Sam, you got to realize that Aurora Borealises are like totally normal around. Wow, now I'm just doing fucking Christopher Walken.
Aurora Borealis is totally normal in my area of town.
Now you're talking to the Aurora Borealis all wrong. You do that to my guy again, I'm gonna have to stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Christopher Walken is halfway out. You're getting there, Brennan. You're getting there.
Oh my god, that was so good.
You know, the Aurora Borealis, quite the sight.
This time of year, entirely localized in your kitchen. May I see it?
One sec. Somebody's dog keeps getting into somebody's Smarties.
No.
All right.
How long have we been going? Do we need to offload or anything?
We've been going about 50 minutes.
I would say I feel like that this is ramping up to some kind of combat, so I would say probably get to that and then we can offload.
Yeah.
Am I reading the room right? Am I reading the situation right? That this is getting to some kind of combat, Cody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe this game is off color enough to. Maybe the zombie potatoes are going to also lay the railroad tracks like the Irish did for America. Maybe the game is that off color.
Oof.
Yeah, you know, that wouldn't be too far out of.
That's just shitty enough to be shitty, but just like insane enough to be funny.
Anything's concealable if you're brave enough and, you know, use enough lube.
Great, thanks.
This is taking a very
I
weird
did not
turn.
know we were flashing back to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh, I know the scene you're talking about. Ugh.